All right, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Mayam coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone, and much blessing and salutations unto the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and His truth and sincerity. And I just want to do a quick lesson here before camp. Just came across this article entitled U.S. Unemployment Ticks Up, man. And you're going to continue to see this, man. We've been telling y'all people, and it says the first sentence in this article, the U.S. unemployment rate rose for the fourth straight month in July to 4.3%, up from 4.1% the previous month. So here it is. Esau Edom is coming out with this information, but your presidential, ex-presidential candidate, the current president, Biden, talking about everything's good. Okay, so which is it? Is unemployment rising? Is inflation rising? Or is everything good? I thought he also said America wasn't at war. But here we are. And America's sending now troops over to the Middle East, man. You know, sending supplies and they, small squadrons over there to the Middle East as we speak. You know, and meanwhile, as brothers, stated in the group chat, America's playing games and the rest of the world is getting ready for battle, man. Okay? But yeah, man, this is pretty much, the times that we living in. All right, the U.S. unemployment ticks up. This was prophesied in the scriptures, man. In case you didn't know. Let's get that in Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. Matter of fact, let's go to the blue letter. And let's see what the NLT says as well for that. Says, in the day when the keepers of the house, Ecclesiastes 12 and 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay, and who are first and foremost? Let's break the scripture down. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, who are the keepers of the house? Who are the ones keeping track of what's going on here in America financially? Okay, because America, remember, is a corporation pretty much. You have a president, you have a vice president, you have your cabinet, okay, your board, so to say. Okay, so they're keeping these financial leaders are keeping track of what's going on financially, not only globally but here in America, man. Okay, which I believe the Fed came out and said they're going to be pushing out a $20 trillion what's that thing called? It just escaped my mind. The damn word. Relief package. Okay. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, man. So the unemployment, being those grinders, the grinder season, okay, is going to continue to go up because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Let's read it in NLT, see how it says it here. It says, remember him before your legs, the guards of your house start to tremble, and before your shoulders, the strong men stoop. Remember him before your teeth, your few remaining servants stop grinding, and before your eyes, the women looking through the windows see dimly. Okay? So your workers, man, it said your few remaining servants stop grinding. And guess what, man? They've already been in talks with this whole thing of the universal basic income. Okay? Getting people more used to the idea of not having to do anything and getting still, some form of payment, which we know that's gonna change. That's not gonna come out to the way that these people believe. Okay, because the scriptures talk about that the Lord is gonna deceive Esau, or not. So like, well, he's gonna deceive him, but also disappoint him. So like, that's what I meant to say is disappoint him. Okay. Because what Esau Edom is trying to do is put everybody on a basic universal income. You don't have to work. You can just, we'll provide housing for you. You know, you live in these pods, which they've been showing you over the last few years. You know, they've been coming out with these pods and more apartment buildings, so to say. Okay. Cost of living going up. People can't even afford homes. So when they come out with this so-called solution, a lot of people are going to be on board with it, man. A lot of people are going to stop working. And guess what? America, for the most part, man, is a consuming nation, man. People consume here and don't really put out much already. So when the little bit of grinders do cease, man, things is going to come to a screeching halt here. And there's only going to be one way out of this, really only two ways. Either you're going to serve the Heavenly Father and follow him and trust in him, or you're going to serve Esau and follow him and do what he tells you to do, man. By giving you that access to be able to get an income still, okay? To be able to get food and things like that, and not have to adhere to, the famine and the conditions that are, taking place on the earth, okay? It goes on to say, and the door shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is closed or is low. Okay, Salaki, let me read it in the NLT. Remember him before the door to life's opportunities is closed and the sound of work fades. Now you rise at the first chirping of the birds, but then all their sounds will grow faint. You see? But it said what? Now it says life's opportunities is closed and the sound of work fades, man. That's that grinding, seizing. This is what we see taking place, man. The grinding season. Let me go back to this article. It says the figure is the highest since the onset of the pandemic. You see? The highest since the onset of the pandemic. It says the U.S. added just 114,000 jobs last month, down from 206,000 reported in June, and well below the 215,000 jobs per month added over the last 12 months. The data showed, it says the economists polled by Reuters had expected the figure to increase by 175,000. You see? And these economists, man, are those keepers of the house, man. They're trembling. They seeing this data coming out. They seeing the numbers, and they ain't liking what they seeing, man. And soon you're going to start to feel that here on the streets, man, when people are going to start to realize that the numbers are not what they're making it seem to be here in the government. With these debates, they're coming out, they're going to sell you a dream, it being an election year. But soon a lot of people are going to realize that shit is not going the way they thought it was supposed to go, or the way that they were hoping it was going. Things are just heading downhill for these people, and it's just one big old snowball. And eventually it's going to get to the point to where you're going to have to be cut off. You're going to have to be cut off from the system if things continue to be this way, because there ain't going to be nothing for you to go get, man. How you going to go to a restaurant or a store when there ain't no people working there cooking the food? You see? And Esau Edom, he himself, he's going into, this whole digital revolution, okay, where he's Xing out you people, okay, in lieu of robotics, man. Again, this has all been according to the plan that the Heavenly Father has had, implemented. Okay, that he's put in these devils to accomplish. Okay, and it's gonna come to pass, man. A lot of people are gonna suffer out here, man, when things get really bad. When you ain't got a job to go to because they closed up shop, because they themselves can't afford to continue to pay you. Business things are gonna take twice as long to get to you because there's not many people working those trucks. Fuel costs are going to continue to go up. The scriptures talk about wheat is going to cost a day's wage, roughly paraphrased. I believe that's in the book of Revelation. I forget exactly where in there. But things are going to get bad, man. And these job numbers, man, that come out, man, they're Esau likes to fudge the numbers a lot, but we're gonna see it here soon, man. You go to these downtowns, you go to these major metropolitan cities, man, and you see in stores boarded up, advertisement signs all over the place, but no businesses actually open, man. Businesses shortening up their hours of operation, man. Shit, even at my job, they cutting certain hours that we do business, outside of the regular business hours. Okay, which our service where I work at is a 24/7 kind of service. So the fact that they're cutting back on that emergency 24/7 service, man, is not a good look for these people, man. And I work in an industry that's so to say should always be around. You got this construction, okay? Esau's always building shit or repaving something or remodeling something. So there's always going to be some type of construction. But hey, man, we've been seeing it, man. We've been seeing things slow down, even in my job, man. And Jake at my job been saying the same thing. They were like, man, I don't know, it's never been like this. It's never been this slow. And it's going to continue to get slower, man. People don't want to work. I've been told that a bunch of times. Dudes that customers that start to see me regularly, they start to bring up the fact that it's a good thing that we keep seeing you, man. Usually nobody wants to work today, man. In today's age, nobody wants to work. Because these people are being programmed to want to go sit at home, play some video games, do some TikTok videos, do some YouTube videos, and make money that way, man. That's what this society has been. That's what it's succumbed to, man. A nation of busybodies, a nation of sluggards, man. And that's why this place is gonna completely crumble, man. Okay. And it's only going to continue to get worse. Let me go on this article. It says the number of unemployed people across the U.S. rose by 352,000 to 7.2 million, a notable increase from the 5.9 million registered a year earlier when the jobless rate was 3.5. So just a year ago, unemployment was at 5.9 million. Okay. And the jobless rate was 3.5. Now it's 4.3% Slovakia, and there's 7.2 million, people without work, man. That's terrible. That's completely terrible, man. It says although a number of sectors did still see employment gains, notably healthcare, the breadth of job gains continued to narrow, with 49.6% of industries reporting an increase in employment, down from 56% in June. You see? So less than half of businesses out here are reporting increase in employment. Nobody wants to work, man. And people who do get a job, they ain't gonna stick it out too long. They probably there just to appease some type of requirement to continue, for benefits. And as soon as they get that job, they do something stupid to get fired, man. So they can continue to receive, benefits. Okay, matter of fact, let me get this one preset that just popped in my mind. See if it'll pop up. I forget exactly how it's what. Yeah, I forget exactly how it goes, but pretty much along the lines of the teat shall not give her sucking, or her fruit in that day. You're not gonna get your benefits from the tit of the government. Okay. It's gonna dry up, especially for you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That titty that you've been depending on your whole life to receive your benefits, to get food stamps, to get, your Obama phone, to get your damn, what's that shit called? The damn shit for rent. I forget what it's called. Section 8 coupons. All that shit, man. All that shit is about to go out the window, and you people are about to be screwed, man. You're gonna be left out here to hang. You're gonna have to get things the hard way, because that's what Esau wants. He wants things to become hard out here, so that chaos can ensue. Because in the mind of Esau, order comes from chaos. That's how he establishes his will, by creating chaos and then coming with the solution. And this is ultimately why the scriptures tell us never to trust our enemy, man. Because as iron rusts, so shall his wickedness. Meaning, his wickedness is gonna show forth. Just like you leave a piece of iron outside, you're gonna see that rust eventually form. Well, you see Esau, Edom. Eventually, his wickedness is gonna come forth, man. And whatever agenda and plan that he got going on, eventually it's gonna come forth, and you're gonna see it. Okay. I'll read a little bit more of the article. It said average hourly earnings increased 0.2% by 0.2% in July, after climbing 0.3% in the previous month. In the 12 months through July, wages increased 3.6%, demonstrating the smallest year-on-year growth since May 2021, and leaving wage growth just above the 3.0 to 3.5% range, seen as consistent with the Fed's 2% inflation target. Says hiring may have been disrupted by Hurricane Beryl, which delivered a blow to the economy of Texas last month. Some analysts believe. That's pretty much it on the article, man. But that's the point. That grinding and seizing. And it's going to continue to cease until eventually you're going to go out and you're going to see those doors shut, man. All right, let's go back to that precept. Ecclesiastes 12:3 says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened," man. The grinders cease because they are few. It's going to be few people out here grinding, man, putting in that work. Okay? It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low," man. So that the doors are going to be shut, man. When what? When the sound of the grinding is low. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and close out there, man. Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Grand Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, who are diligently pushing out his truth and his truth and sincerity. With that, I say Shalom.